Hey everybody, it's Steven, nice keeper fast triple threes, and welcome back into Danganronpa's Chicken Debbie Havoc. So this gonna be we're almost made it to the end of it, which is technically we're on to the final class trials. We're done with the final investigation. We searched around the whole school as to find out the truth about the place, and then we still need to retry about the Mukuro's case as well, since it's all been made up, because I don't think Mukuro's not doing it for no reason. Well, not even Kyoko, that's what they plan to try and take the blame on. But the mastermind is all just being crazy and all, but so I'm not sure how long it's been take exactly. I mean, last time it's only been like 2 hours since I've been recording it. It's been taking on forever to doing all this, the final investigation to find out what's the purpose about the school and what's the reason for us, like all the 16 students, which includes the one in Mukuro, was part of it. Because I know one reason, because they all lost their memories. They can't even remember the time when they were in school. And also one thing for sure, like when we get to the class trial, they're all completely silent, and I know why. Because of Monokuma showing the photo, like, you know, the school picture that Mukuro received, that like all of the pictures are here together except for one Mukuro. I'm guessing that they all have the same picture but different kind, like saying like they're all still here in the picture except the part that you're not in it. So it might be also believed to think like one of them might be all suspicious. So this is only my logical guess I can think of. I mean, it does explain a lot because they're all been very silent and all just been walking away for some reason. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna say something like, "It's one of you guys, the mastermind, because of I have proof because of the photo." So that's the only one thing I know so far. But I don't think we're not gonna be wise to just get the new skills as well. Like I said before, there's no free time for point. Anyway, but all the truth bullets, is so many of it. It was like 17 of it. But we did know something because the interview DVD. I think it's something to do like to stay in school for the rest of your life. I think the headmaster trying saying about like want to stay there for in case of like the bad days that happen as well. So my thought is for sure is like why they can't even remember that time that when the video was been playing. That's one thing with them. And the good fellow with all like similarities of like same thing would happen in the previous chapters that you see all different kind of photos, like they all been happy together and such, and they're cleaning a different kind of outfit. Pretty sure they're all like a school uniforms, and also they also kind of clothes from the bio labs, which I'm not sure what's the deal with this exactly, but I know for certain that they also kept all of their bodies from other cases. But there are some other stuff I can find from the locker room, which is had to do with the pocketbook, what technically belongs to Kyoko. And the other one is says something about like there's a second despair where it says written on it, and that a pocketbook belongs to Kyoko, but Kyoko didn't remember that she wrote it there. And that locker notebook, I'm not sure what's the big deal about this, but it did say it would belong to Yasuhiro Hagakure's, but maybe that might be to like why they couldn't remember that they did work together in school. So that's one highly suggested. But I'm not sure if some of those stuff was still works exactly, including when there's like new profile for Mukuro Ikusaba's, like new information about her information about it. She also said something about like more stuff inside besides the one the student profile, the one that we have from the previous one. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all of it. But there's no point in getting all those new skills. But we're on the final trials. I mean, I did say this is gonna be the final class trials after all. I mean, this is the final chapter I heard so far. So it's only because this was 6 chapters. Oh my gosh, I've been playing it for like a very long time. When did I play it last time? I mean, when I begin with Danganronpa, I think it last year. Somewhere on the... I guess it has to be around in the summertime. My god, it really old, doesn't it? But it doesn't matter, but it's all good to go, so I got nothing to change, but even I got a mistake, but whatever. So, like I told you before, like I do same thing sometimes to do like extended the time. Like I did the same thing before on chapter 5, I'm gonna do like a 45-minute class trials, which means I'm gonna make it like an hour or 30 minutes videos, which is gonna be leave at that point if we get stuck at that point. So you gotta wait for a bit, so let's begin. Class trial. Alright.
Since this will be the final class trial, I've come up with a special rule.
I forgot Monokuma is participate in this class trial as well. But I get the feeling that he's going to start to confuse us because what none of us don't even know.
So listen up! If you can figure out Mukuro's killer and go on to solve the mystery of this school,
That's all you can say?
you guys win!
Is that a simple question?
But if you can't, then I win!
Then what's the point about it? If we win, how do we win? If you win, how do you win? You gonna punish us?
And of course, waiting for the loser is the super exciting, super
course.
heart-pounding punishment!
Of course, if Monokuma will win, one of us had to get punished as well. Or everyone else had to be punished as well. I don't even know.
Are you saying that if you lose, you'll execute yourself?
Is that even a thing?
Yep, sure will.
Good luck with that.
And that's final? No loopholes? No wiggling out of it later?
Now you're gonna backstab it or some big plot twist?
Of course not. Bears never go back on their word.
As long as you're not gonna just confuse us.
Never mind all that. I just have one question for you.
Are you gonna say something like suspicious of us because of the grid photo?
Oh, you're taking this serious, huh? Are you feeling okay?
You don't even have to say it.
Is the mastermind only one person?
Well, of course it is. Well, no, not really. Because we need to find out there was two. There was one is Mukuro. Kyoko said that was the ultimate despair. So it just was one Mukuro, but I don't know who was the other. Maybe among the 15 students?
Don't bother. I already know the answer.
Is it?
You're all the mastermind, aren't you? You're all out to get me!
Really? Oh my god, you are still stupid! Like every class trial!
I'm right, aren't I? I knew it!
I'm gonna present about the good photo. Of course, it's a good photo. But I don't think it had to be
You
there.
guys have all been working together, haven't you?
No, we didn't.
So I know I'm right.
It gotta be a good photo.
Hey,
That's
you
why.
stole my line.
Yep, I knew it.
You're out to get me. I'm sure of it.
They'll talk about the good photo.
I have evidence of my own.
What a coincidence. I too have evidence to present. Evidence that proves everyone other than me has been working together.
What? Wait, hold on.
Wait a
This
minute.
doesn't make any sense. How can the three of us each have that kind of evidence?
Oh my god! Stop spinning around the other words! See, I knew it. They're open suspicion because of the good photos. What Monokuma give us?
It's not just you three. I have evidence too.
Including Toko. Toko didn't even say it for a bit, but Kyoko said she didn't.
What? You too?
Of course! What else?
The evidence you're all referring to is this group photo, right?
Yep, that's what we're talking about.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, they're open suspicious because of the good photo.
Huh? Wait, but mine's different.
Yeah, I knew it. Because Monokuma gave us the photo because of one of them is not even in the picture as well. So I'm guessing that there's the one who took the picture had been one person who did.
With the picture you have, I'm in it.
Yeah.
That can't be right. Because in my picture,
Yours is not even in it, right?
see? I'm the only one not in it.
Yep. Now, this is really suspicious. I mean, not no reason why some of the photos is not there, like one person wasn't taking the picture from it. But details about these, they're like, this is interesting though. Except the part that's like, I mean, they're all wearing like tracksuits or wear something in gym. It's just like if you go in Japanese school as such. Except the one who doesn't wear is Celeste and Mukuro. You can see Mukuro was on the tree. I figure as much. In which case...
Hiro, you have a picture too, right? Let's see it.
Okay, but be careful with it. It's pretty important evidence.
I don't care about the important evidence. This one, too. It's just like I thought. Yep. Hero's not even there as well. And of course, there was like a box of donuts, well, like what Hina likes. So my guess might be right.
So the secret in these pictures has been revealed.
Secret or whatever, I don't care. You guys are all in on this together. That's why I'm the only one missing.
No, that's not even the point about it. The point is about who took the picture.
But you're in my picture. You're the ones trying to trick me.
Know that?
So the whole purpose behind these photos was to get us questioning and fighting with each other.
Why can't we check the Byakuya's photo? And Toko's.
The mastermind laid a trap to make us each think everyone else was working against us.
Yep.
Huh? I laid a trap?
Yes, you give us the evidence saying like something's not right about the good photo. It was your doing after all.
A trap? How rude! What grounds do you have for such audacious accusations?
Is there any proof? The proof I need to reveal Monokuma's trap. Each photo has a certain something in common. There's a connection regarding what person isn't shown in the group photos. And that person is the one who got the photos.
I got it!
See? I knew
In
it.
each case, the only one not in the picture is the person who received it.
Yep, it was. That's why none of them was in the picture.
In the picture I got, I'm the only one missing.
Yeah.
In the picture Hina got, she's the only one missing.
Yep.
And in the picture Hiro got, he's the only one missing.
As long as we're talking about it, I suppose I should show you my photo as well.
Well, why shouldn't done that in the first place? Yep.
In other words, Monokuma gave each of us a group photo in which that person wasn't included.
Yep. That made us all suspicious and whining wasn't talking to each other.
We each saw our picture. Just assumed everyone else was the enemy?
Yep, that's what they want us to believe.
Figured it out, huh?
Yeah, I thought that must be it. But how was that a hint?
Yeah, even the announcement says give you some kind of hint, but there's no point about it. But you know, there might be more to this than just Monokuma trying to confuse us. There's something else that bothers me about everyone's picture. What is it? What's digging at me?
Listen, can I see everyone's group photo one more time? It's not directly connected to what we're talking about, but I'd like to double check something.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I'm sure there's something unusual about these group photos. What is it? I need to compare each of them one more time. Byakuya's picture. Hina's picture. Hiro's picture. And then Makoto's. And mine. But what about Toko's? There's something strange about all of them. Something I can't quite pin down. Something. Update. The group has been updated. Okay.
Can you just forget about the photo already?
Okay, what is update for the group photo exactly? Other than that, there is something else that's very strange about the photo. That's not even a clue. Oh my god.
Trying to trick me with such an obviously fake photo? I'm still pissed about that.
And on top of that, they went to all that trouble to make it look like we were wearing matching uniforms.
Not really impossible. I mean, we do have proof.
So you think they're fake?
Not really.
No, I assure you, they're quite real.
Like the other photos as well. And even I got proof about the hero's notebook, even though we never gonna show it yet just yet. Maybe I had to show a notebook.
What are you talking about? There's no way.
Yeah! I don't remember ever taking a picture like that, so it's gotta be a fake. I'm sure of it.
No, it's not.
But you know, can we really be so sure?
Huh?
Don't get me wrong, I don't remember taking this picture either. But is that really enough to be absolutely positive they're fake?
What do you mean?
The reason I don't remember this picture isn't necessarily because it's fake. There might be some other reason. Some terrible reason. Are you saying it's gonna be some kind of amnesia? Another people know, but entirely horrifying reasoning. Or say like memory wipe reason. Like, let us say amnesia. Hey, Matt's Gambit. I don't even know how to spell ninja. Is it? Nope. Can I? Yeah, I can't charge it. Me. So, there it goes. I can't even how to spell amnesia.
I understand.
Yeah, they all lost their memories. That's why they can't remember everything.
Let's say that somehow we'd all lost our memories. That could explain it, couldn't it?
Oh, I get it. So we all just lost our memories at the same time and forgot about the photo. Makes sense.
You don't make sense at all, hero.
As if. You expect me to believe such an unbelievable occult-type story?
You don't believe us?
We all lost our memories? That's just crazy.
Why are you crying, Hina? It's only natural that they wouldn't believe it. But no matter how much they refuse, if that's the absolute truth, they have no choice. We can't move forward until they accept it. And there's another way to prove it besides those pictures. Are you presenting the notebook the hero have? Or is it Kyoko? Monokuma control room, interview DVD, Mukuro's profile, headmasters, e-handbook, or computer. Oh god.
You're saying we all got spontaneous amnesia?
Oh, what about the interview video?
This turned into some kind of sci-fi fantasy.
I need to be charged.
I promise you, I haven't lost my memory. Ever since I got to this school, I remember everything that's happened.
How about this one? Okay, there it goes. That's why we can't remember about those DVDs. I thought for sure I had to show the notebook.
Those photos aren't the only things that point to the possibility of memory loss. This DVD does the same thing.
You're not gonna show us something indecent, are you?
No, I'm not. It's not like a dirty DVD movie. I mean, it's not some kind of porn. Jeez, Soko, what has gone into you? Unless you're still thinking about how sexy and mastered Byakuya it is.
No, it's nothing like that. It's a video of all of us being interviewed by the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster.
Dude, none of them don't you remember. Even Mukuro don't you remember a time I keep thinking recorded.
When you say all of us, you mean...
All of us.
I mean all of us, including you.
You lied! I never did any kind of interview.
It is. I mean, why can't you believe us?
No, it's not a lie. Just watch the DVD and you'll see for yourself.
Well, can't we play DVD in here?
The headmaster did, in fact, interview you.
Now you believe us?
What are you saying?
I didn't imagine you would remember.
It's not about whether or not I remember. You expect me to believe all this? That I lost my memory somehow?
Yes.
Well, we don't have any way to refute it, so we have no choice but to accept it as reality.
How can you say that? We're talking about living, breathing amnesia here.
To be honest, I have something else on my mind right now.
Oh, you do?
Something else?
You said the DVD contains recordings of us being interviewed by the headmaster, right?
Yes.
What were the interviews about?
Oh. He said something about staying in school for the rest of their
The
life.
headmaster sat each of us down, one at a time, and asked us the same question.
Yeah, he always keeps saying the question many times. He said, "We willing to stay in the school for the rest of your life?" Everyone will say yes, or they'll accept it.
He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in this school.
What kind of question is that?
And how did we answer?
We all say yes. All 16 of us, including Mukuro.
We'd say no, obviously.
No, you didn't.
Actually, we all said we could.
Yep.
Even me. I heard myself say yes. I could spend the rest of my life at this school.
Even he can't remember his own dream saying I had to stay.
Why? Why would you say yes to something like that?
Then why all of us to say yes? There has to be some kind of reasons.
I don't know. I don't remember a thing.
The same goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers? You don't remember choosing to live here forever, or even talking to the headmaster about it at all.
It doesn't matter if I remember or not.
Well, of course we do.
Even if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever? That's just insane! How can I believe that?
Insane or not, we can't move forward until you accept it. Am I right?
You sure are, 'cause it's all true.
Of course, why can't you say anything?
I know it sounds absurd, but if it's the truth, there's nothing we can do about it.
Indeed. We only have one path in front of us.
Then, really?
Yep.
Yep, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
Which, technically, how exactly they lost their memories? That might be like a stop it, controllers! They do it again like last time. So, how did they lost their memory exactly? There might be some kind of like hypnotized or some kind of mechanism. There is like no idea how they lost their memories.
This is all making my head hurt.
And this isn't like some normal kind of memory loss. You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
Specific? Are you talking about the school memories?
Oopsie, you figured that part out too, huh?
Of course. There's no way we would all just happen to get amnesia at the same time.
How could someone just steal our memories?
Yeah, that's one question. How?
How? Come, that hardly matters right now.
Come on, you had to tell us!
If I said it was hypnotism, would you believe me? Or we opened up your skulls and messed with your brains?
Ew, no. Even the hypnotism might be the thing.
Would you really believe anything I said? How it happened doesn't matter right now.
Oh, come on!
What matters is figuring out what memories you took from us. That's what you're trying to say, right?
I knew I could count on you.
He says specific memories. Are you saying they stole our memories by the time we went to school together?
The interview with the headmaster, taking that group photo, those can't be the only memories we lost. There must have been a purpose to it all. A reason for taking away our memories.
Of course there was a purpose. It all has to do with the original motive.
Motive? About that school memories? Well, I did say school memories because they were together in Post Speak Academy by the time you look at the group photos and the interview. So I'm saying it's gotta be a part of the memories of the school. The original motive.
You mean the motive you came up with to try and get us to all kill each other?
Like from the previous chapters? From the previous case?
That has something to do with the memories you stole from us?
It sure does.
Does it?
But that part's still a secret.
Gosh darn it, why can't you tell us now? You wouldn't participate in the class trial, you know.
Anyway, I'm sure it's not easy, but let's all focus on the class trial for the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Really? I'm just gonna exit the topic and go for the next one.
Okay, so you want us to figure out who killed her before we do anything else.
So until we do that, but either way, we had to explain every last remaining mystery. So, the one who killed Mukuro, the true mastermind, that's what we need to expose. We just get ready started, man. So, what am I supposed to do? Mukuro's control room, Monokuma's control room, Mukuro's the proper headmaster E-Hamper. That'd be the proper,
So
right?
who did it? Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything.
What am I supposed to do?
That much I'm sure of.
When you think about it, is the mastermind really here in the school?
Of course! They have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
What does make me so sure?
Can you talk about the control room?
Exactly. You're just making stuff up. There's no way the mastermind is here. The mastermind is probably a million miles away.
How about this one? There he is. Okay, you talk about the control room, like where it was hidden, that been controlled in Monokuma.
There's no question that the mastermind is somewhere within the school.
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
Yes, we do. Well, importantly, we found where it is.
In the back of the data center, I found a panel that controls Monokuma. The mastermind must have been using that to control him all this time.
Which technically been controlled right now, like standing in the class round.
So there can't be any doubt. The mastermind has been inside the school all along.
There can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
Well, no, we can't, because we don't control Monokuma, because all of us here, but we can't even monitor us.
What? Why?
Recall what Makoto told us Monokuma said to him earlier.
There was like, among us, there was 15 students, or 16. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all in the high school students. And the only people to take a single step before speak since the killing game began are those 16 students. The same words he used to say.
So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be that 16th student.
You mean Mukuro Ikusaba?
How'd they manage to survive all of this?
So we're the only ones here? It's not me! I'm not the mastermind!
Of course, you're not controlling him.
Well, it's not me.
I blame Makoto!
How you blame him for some reason? All I did was just show where he is.
What? Why me?
Cuz! It's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed!
Just because he survived, just because being like ultimate lucky student, that doesn't mean he's the mastermind.
Oh, I get it! The only way he could have survived is if he was actually the mastermind himself, right?
Of course, that's what Kyoko said. Say something like, if it's kind of suspicious on he's a mastermind and all, but seriously?
Aw, nuts! You got me!
Are you serious? Are you seriously playing along with you, Monokuma?
Wait! What are you trying to say?
Everyone, calm down. There's no reason to panic. The mastermind's true identity will become clear soon enough. Just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro.
That's a good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving this mystery.
Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking about the murder?
I mean, how did we do all this at a time, the murder case? I mean, we don't have any kind of bullets, so...
He's right. What more is there to talk about?
If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing. We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
Huh? But I thought we figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought. That's what clearly states of the Monokuma file. But the other description about the death or some kind of injured wound stuff, it says something like some of the wounds were pretty much old.
No, that isn't actually what killed her. It was something entirely different. Wouldn't you agree, Makoto?
Mukuro's actual cause of death must have been other wounds?
I got it! All of the wounds covering her body. That's what really killed her.
Hey, now hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right?
Yeah, I still have the position. I don't know how they got that in the first place. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old.
It made it pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago.
No, it's a few days old, not few days ago.
So they can't possibly be what killed her.
Consider this. What if the murder itself took place at least a few days ago?
So you're saying it might be like from the very beginning, my guess?
What?
What if, when we discovered her body, she'd already been dead for several days? If that's true, then naturally the wounds that killed her would appear to be however many days old.
That doesn't make any sense.
Neither do I.
Because she had all those wounds before she ever came here.
Huh? How do you know that?
Is it because the profile? Because of like, she was the ultimate soldier, she had like scratching wounds and stuff.
Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right? So that means, you know...
You're wrong.
She denied me. Before I could even say anything.
Well, oh my gosh, why be so dirty for some reason? I mean, I know why Toko has to be so kind of dirty, you know. I mean, she's not being like socialized to everyone else, but she always still attached with the Akuya.
Come on. I mean, you think I'm not weird, okay? At least listen to what I have to say before you deny me!
Okay, don't just say something weird. If you're so sure we're gonna deny you, why bother saying it the first time? The first place. Whatever. Just make an argument. So what am I supposed to do then? Good photos, interview. Oh my god, there was too many bullets. So what am I supposed to do with that?
Mukuro was the ultimate soldier.
Okay.
He must have been 100 different battles. So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds in
My god!
Finished?
Stop spinning around!
You didn't deny me this time.
Oh my god, stop
You made
spinning
me
around!
all cutesy.
Don't worry, there wasn't anything cute about it.
Oh my god, seriously? No, those wounds didn't come from the battlefield. One look at what was written about her, and that should become clear. I think it's gonna be
Mukuro was the
profile.
ultimate soldier. She must have been 100. So, when you think, obviously, she got all those wounds in battle.
Dang it!
Are you finished?
You didn't deny that.
Don't worry,
There wasn't anything
cute about it.
I missed it.
Mukuro was the ultimate. She must have been 100. So, when you think, obviously, she got all those wounds.
There it goes!
No, it's wrong.
I just got to miss that point, but I finally know it wasn't from the profile.
No, Mukuro didn't suffer those wounds in battle. The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much. Despite the time she spent in battle after battle as a member of Fenrir, when she entered this school, she hadn't sustained a single injury.
Like, how exactly? They're trying to patch things up or, like, recover her body or something?
To be denied so completely. Actually, it's kind of refreshing.
Oh my god, why are you being so weird, Taco?
Maybe it's because of all of Master's training.
No, it's not.
Anyway, so we can be sure that Mukuro suffered all those wounds after coming to this school. In which case, they could be the very thing that killed her.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came after she was already dead.
Unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence. The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
Mukuro's fatal injury has been added. Really?
That's what killed her?
Let me check what that is exactly. That's kind of interesting stuff. Mukuro's fatal injury will appear to be the collection of wounds covering her body. Okay, why were they showing us with this strange body thing? Like, not showing us with a chest thing, but it's kind of interesting picture by the look of it. Anyway.
And does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
That's exactly what it means.
Like how exactly?
When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
Not even move her body.
So then, what about the little matter of what happened last night?
You mean the attack where Mukuro was saw?
Makoto, you said you were attacked in your room by a masked assailant.
There is one problem. If the mastermind was the one of the masked person, she would have like a Fenrir tattoo. I couldn't even notice right for a second that there's no tattoo on her hand. So my question is, who that masked person exactly? If Mukuro has already been dead for like several days, then who was it? I mean, Kyoko did say there was other ultimate despair.
If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, certainly it couldn't have been her. So who was it that attacked you?
The identity of the one who attacked me, I can't think of anyone else. Well, I gotta put the mastermind. I mean, there's no way it wasn't Mukuro because I have no tattoo on it, so...
I got it!
So it's gotta be the other.
The one who attacked me was the true mastermind. When we discovered Mukuro in the garden wearing the same mask, I naturally assumed she must have been the one who attacked me, but I was wrong. It wasn't her at all. It was the mastermind.
Yep.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little impatient sitting here listening. I think I'm gonna jump in.
Really? You haven't even say a word for a bit, Monokuma.
Let's start off with a nice, easy question. Your assumption that I attacked Mukuro is just that, right? An assumption.
That thing?
You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask.
So, can you tell us what it is?
The true identity of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's what I think.
Really? You really think it was Mukuro? Don't lie to me, Monokuma.
Do you have any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
Maybe. No, there's no other way Mukuro is the one that attacked me. Even I didn't see their face. What about what hand does it have on the tattoo? Mukuro had a very obvious finger tattoo. Comparing that to the masked attacker, it should be obvious. The other look through it again. I mean, how the heck am I supposed to pick that exactly? Monokuma found number 5. Really?
You never saw their face, right?
Oh, now you gotta do the discussion for the Clash Files. So I need to be playing something.
I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba!
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face, there's another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Who could I imply that with?
Oh? And what is this other part? Is it the right hand? Or the left hand?
The left hand?
Maybe the right foot?
No!
Or perhaps the left foot?
Oh my god! Stop it!
Or could it be the hips?
No! I got it right. This is the right hand. The one that holding the knife, right? There's no doubt with the right hand.
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was
There it goes! It was the right hand. The one holding the knife. So I want to figure out, is it actually a left hand or right hand?
Mukuro had a tattoo on her right hand, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, and we did check the body up for last time. There was like tattoo on the right hand. You know, for the previous class trials and then other investigation.
A representation of Fenrir. In other words, a wolf tattoo. But I saw the right hand of the person who attacked me.
He doesn't have a tattoo on it.
And there was no such tattoo.
Yep.
So there's no way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Yeah, well, okay. You got me. I guess it wasn't her.
Then why hadn't he lied for your deception?
But that still doesn't prove that it was me. It could have been, you know, someone else, right?
So what?
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire night.
Not even Kyoko.
Yeah! We were in the gym tearing you apart, so it could have been any of us.
Oh, okay, sure. It couldn't have been any of you.
Sure. What other option there? Monokuma.
But what about Kyoko? It totally could have been her.
No, she didn't. She was doing an investigation. She does have an alibi, does she?
Uh-oh. No snappy comeback. Did I score a bullseye?
No, she didn't.
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Huh? Show me what?
Oh, does it say? Didn't you say the Kyoko wear the glove that covered her wounds exactly?
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it wasn't me.
Before anyone could say anything. Are we gonna show her hand? Kyoko was removing her glove. Gosh dang it! I can't even see what her wound looked like!
Your hands!
Without thinking, I let out a gasp. It was more than just a little burnt skin. Burnt skin? I'd like to know how that happened.
Awful, isn't it? It happened when I was first learning to be a detective. I was inexperienced.
Oh.
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the mastermind, it doesn't really bother me.
So you don't care at all? Even if you had to find a mastermind? Kyoko seemed to savor the words as she said them. Then she put the glass back on. Well, you got nothing to come back, Monokuma.
My scars should suffice as proof. Makoto, did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
No, just a normal hand.
No, not at all. I'm positive.
Then this much has been made clear. There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true mastermind.
Yep. You got nothing to say, Monokuma.
This is just awful! On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours!
Shut up, Monokuma.
Sorry, did I say that out loud? I do hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
Well, nobody cares anymore.
Not at all. You can say whatever you want.
Sure, as long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right? But I'm not cornered just yet. Because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
That's true. All we know right now is she was killed a good while before this morning.
On the contrary, we don't know anything other than that.
You're not going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or something, are you?
Is there?
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about.
Is it? Is it, Debbie?
I promise you, without a doubt, she died after our little killing game began here.
After?
Then somehow she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
And after she died, who knows how much time went by before we found her, right? Did the culprit stash her somewhere? She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time, could she?
If she was, she would have been totally decomposed. Just like your brain.
No, but there's a way to make it like cooler because of the biolab.
Then she was being stored somewhere?
Yes.
To hide a body here. To just store it somewhere?
We know where the dead body goes. It came from the biolab. There's only one place. I can't think of anywhere else the body could have stored. The biolab.
I got it! Mukuro's body was probably kept hidden in the biolab.
Biolab? You mean on the 5th floor?
Yep, the one that was been locked up.
That's right. It's actually set up for use as a morgue.
More? Why does morgue you?
So it's the perfect place to hide a body. And it'd keep the body preserved at the same time.
Then you're also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
Yep, because of the tarp.
And I have no doubt that that's exactly what happened. In fact, I have proof.
I gotta show the proof, right? The proof that shows the body was carried from the biolab to the garden. There's something that made it way for the biolab. It's the tarp.
I got it! What makes me so sure the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is the tarp that we found in the garden. When I was checking it over again, I noticed something.
There was a label said biolab.
I noticed that some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, it says Biolab.
Holy cow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
I don't know, how tiny is that?
Makoto's nitpicky nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
Okay, just because he was like being like lucky students and all.
This proves that the tarp originally came from the biolab. In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
Yep.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it in. Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the coat on it afterwards.
You made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
Of course, she is the ultimate detective. It's logic, man.
That's just a wild guess.
No, it's not.
Where's your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened.
You don't need some kind of evidence. We're just explaining.
But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
Worked up?
Nope.
Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous.
Oh. Do we just, like, hit the bullet marks?
Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room, isn't it?
Are you talking about unmasking the mastermind?
Is it?
You see, the biolab contained an inconsistency. One so major it can't be overlooked.
The inconsistency in the biolab? Could you be talking about...
La la la, I can't hear you. La 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 la.
Oh my gosh! You see, she's just gonna ignore it.
Such a child. Oh well, just ignore him.
I need to put myself together and think. The inconsistency biolab. Could you be talking about...
Hey, by the way, Makoto, what about that one thing?
I just somehow to try and look off the chat back here.
What one thing?
What do you think? I'm talking about your family.
Are you seriously gonna put that mother back from the very beginning? What?
Don't tell me you forgot about that video message.
You were seriously about thinking about it, didn't you?
So what do you think? Are you sure your family's still okay?
Why are you bringing that up now?
Your mom, your dad, your little sister.
Oh my God.
What do you think has happened to your family?
What were you trying to do? Push him away? So that way he won't just fall to despair? That's what you want?
Are they really as safe as you might have assumed?
Stop talking about that!
Calm down, Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
Maybe he's trying to ignore all the topic we're up and talk about. Yeah, I need to calm down. You can't let him get to me. He's just saying that because he knows we're getting close to the truth of the biolab. So if I want to shut him up, I need to expose the inconsistency and slam him with it. Alright, seriously gonna do that bit again? Inconsistency has to be that one area where the numbers just don't match up. Oh,